Okay, good morning, guys. It is 9:15 in Raivali, and I thought this would be a good point to do a halfway stop, uh, given we're now halfway through the holiday. And my God, it's been a crazy experience so far, like nothing I've ever had before. So currently, I'm with my family in Raivali, and it's just been Holi, and we've been playing and dancing, and oh my God, like my legs were killing the night before. It was such a crazy fest. Oh, I can see one of my cousins now. Hi Himanshi,
I'm waiting for you already.
you're waiting for
Where
me.
is Leon? Where is Leon? Where is
Actually, I went to the mandir.
Leon? Our house.
Nay, I'm just gonna do a vlog. You can come if you like.
We are going to Mandir.
You are going mandir. मैंने गया. And Monu Mama is gonna pick me up.
Chalo.
चलो बाद में मिलते हैं
We
फिर.
are going farmhouse.
ठीक है, आप जाओ. You go.
You also?
नहीं, I've
8
gone.
o'clock.
मैंने गया मंदिर को.
Farmhouse.
Farmhouse. अभी
8 o'clock.
शाम में 8 o'clock
I
शाम में.
think so, no.
नहीं.
Not evening.
But I'm going to my uncle's house today. So you go farmhouse, ठीक है? I'm just gonna walk.
I will send you a vlog.
Okay. Okay,
You
so
are also going her farmhouse
no, I'm not going.
and uncle's house.
तुम कब जाओगा?
Amritsar or like this.
Oh, in Amritsar, yes, not in Raivali.
We are going in Raipur.
You are going in Raivali. Amritsar has the best farms, so me and Rahul will go there. Chal, bye bye. I feel like people are calling my name. Everyone here knows each other in Raivali. It's like this is a village basically, guys. And you just bump into people. You can walk in their houses, you can drink their tea. You don't even have to really knock, you just walk in. Doors are always open for you. Right, what was I saying? Okay, so the halfway point. I think this is a good time to just give some, well, my thoughts on how the trip is going so far. So I'm going to do 3 things. I'm going to do the 3 best things so far, what I've found challenging so far, and then the 3 things that I would do differently at this point. I would have done differently if I'd known these tips or tricks or whatever. Actually, I'm going to turn because I don't like this alleyway. Sometimes there's dogs that come through here, and in the morning they tend to be okay. It's usually the evenings when they can be a problem. Oh God, you hit that? That's a cow there, and it might be an angry cow. Should we turn back? All right, let's go back in the alleyway because I don't fancy the cow. Okay, so the 3 best things so far. Number 1 is probably the best thing so far has been, I'd say, the yoga in Rishikesh. And I never thought I'd say that, but the fact that it gave me so much peace when I was there, and it taught me how to calm my mind. I never thought that's something I would do in India. Or, see, they're running now. Look, oh my God, I really don't like that. Yeah, so the yoga really calmed my mind, and I was really shocked when it happened. I guess I'm just really grateful that I met people who told me to go there because it wasn't on my itinerary. So Rishikesh is probably the best thing so far. The second best thing I'd say is probably the freedom to do what I want to do and not have to worry about getting up for work. In the last 4 years I've been like doing my job back home, but I felt like it's, you know, the 9 to 5 is always something tricky. You can get stuck, and then you don't really get the time to enjoy yourself except from your annual leaves. But those tend to be small periods. this is just one big period of actually going out and doing whatever I want. And this is probably one benefit of solo traveling as well. I'm not kind of waiting for anyone else. I'm just doing what I want, when I want. It's like I'm totally free. And I absolutely love it. And the third best thing with my traveling in India is, well, I'm going to do two here. One is the food, because you can't beat Indian food. I mean, that's not an opinion, that's just a fact for me. And then the second is meeting new people. And again, you can only do this when you solo travel. I don't see how I could have done this. Just sort this camera. I don't see how I could have done this if I went with my brother, for example. So I'm really, really happy to be walking around, meeting new people. You do this in hostels. You can even do it at like events, or sometimes I just sit by the lake. I remember in Pushkar, I was by the lake. Lots of tourists just come around me and we just start talking about our experiences in India, and it really is the best. Nothing like meeting those kind of people who are on the same journey as you. It's a traveler's mindset, guys. Everyone has the same traveler's mindset here. The three hardest things so far, number one is actually the language barrier. Because my Hindi is very basic, but it's not fluent. And so people come up to me and they, first of all, they see I'm brown. And so they'll assume that I'm from India. And then it becomes quite awkward for me because they can talk really fast, or there's a bit of slang there and I don't understand it. And to be honest, guys, it makes me feel a bit insecure, you know, when they come to me and then I can't speak back. And it's even the same with my family, for example. Like, my Indian family are the best. I wouldn't swap them for anyone or anything. But constantly they're speaking Hindi around me, and that's good for me because then I'm picking things up. But it's like communication's limited and my brain is in overdrive sometimes, you know? You guys ever had that? If you're learning another language, people are speaking it around you, you're constantly staying focused, trying to understand what they're saying. And that for me is, it can get stressful. Probably more so with family, because that's where you're actually talking to them more. And even though you have great relationships, it means I struggle a lot of the time. And again, that's just me wishing I knew better Hindi, but you know, I guess the only way to keep going is to practice. And then, what's the second hardest thing I've had to deal with? I'd say the loneliness at times. So a lot of the time I'm meeting new people, and that's great. And actually, most of the time when you're in hostels or when you're just traveling around, you do meet people. And even if you don't, you can book things like tour guides, and in there you join groups, and then naturally you might go together afterwards for a coffee or something, and then you pick people's numbers up, and that's great. I absolutely love that. But then there are times where you just don't meet people, or for example, you're on the train for 8 hours with nobody to talk to, and it can get lonely. And you've just got to be comfortable, I think, with being alone, you know, but it's not always easy. Naturally, I think as humans, we should accept that social interaction is a big part of our lives, and when you don't have it, you actually kind of go a bit crazy. But I'm getting better at coping with it, you know. You can, if you want to distract yourself, you can read books, but I think the important thing is just being comfortable by yourself. You have to keep practicing. And then the third thing I found difficult, let's see, I'm not going to say food or anything, because actually, guys, my health has been pretty good while I'm here. The only bad thing I've developed is like a cough from all the dust. But actually, I've only been sick once, really, so I'm quite happy with that. The third thing I find difficult, let's see, is probably sleep. I don't get much sleep when I'm here. You wouldn't believe it. I was so excited on this holiday thinking I'm just going to get a good night's rest on most days. But it's like your schedule's so messed up because you're catching late trains, you're out and about all the time. And you know what? It's just not easy. I find it so difficult. Yeah, for me, it's like I'm going on 5-6 hours a day now, and whereas in England I was going on 8 or 9, and that's been a real adjustment for me. I wake up with baggy eyes. It's like traveling's supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be your holiday, but you're constantly on the move. You're spending like 1 or 2 days in each city, and then you're just on the train or the bus to the next place. But those trains and buses can come at like various time intervals, and you don't have much control because they sell out really quickly. So you've just got to pick up what you can get. So yeah, for me, sleep's been the third biggest difficult thing on this holiday. All right, and then what would I do differently if I could do this first half of the journey again? I won't do 3 things here. I'm just going to do 1 thing. Also, I'm kind of lost, but never mind, I'll find my way back. Oh my God, there's so many cows around here. This is a joke. Okay, what would I do differently? I would... Okay, do you know what, guys? We'll end it there because I don't think I would do anything else differently. I think you just have to accept that the trip goes the way it goes. And so far, I've done everything with an open mind. I've tried to embrace the good moments as well as the bad. And if I said I would do things differently, then you don't get the harder bits as well, the harder moments to embrace and enjoy. So, yeah, I wouldn't do anything differently. I'm happy with how the trip's gone so far. And it has been life-changing for me. One of the best things I've ever done, genuinely. And I feel like I still have another month and a half to go, obviously, but I feel like there's still so much more to do. I mean, yeah, I would come back to India every year if I could. 3 months is not enough. But yeah, so far, that's the first half of my trip, and let's see where the second half goes. But I really appreciate the support as well, guys, with all the vlogs, all the support you've been giving me. It's not like I'm trying to get famous with these vlogs, genuinely, because my editing skills and my content's probably not good enough. But it's actually just so that you guys can see what India's all about from my perspective. And it's really fun showing you guys like what everything is like here. And then when I see like you guys comment and say, oh my God, like you're doing this, you're doing that, it makes me happy. So keep watching them, guys. I appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll keep uploading as often as I can. And let's continue this second half of the journey and see what it has in store for us.